It's been a long time, Heather, that this picture was revealed. This is something that we should have talked about a long time ago. I don't know what we were thinking. It's big news. It's very big news. It's Batman news. How we did not talk about it until now is baffling. Well, battling? Bat-manling? But first, we want to talk about Mischief Toys. Check out MischiefToys.com, sign up for our newsletter, and also go and join up on our Facebook group called Mischief Toys Collectors. And follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well. We have pages there. Go and show us some Mischief Toys love. We have 12 days of Mischief starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wednesday, December the 10th.
Tomorrow.
Can you even believe that?
Can you?
And you know what happens tomorrow, Heather?
I do. We are going to be doing a photo contest on our Instagram. You can head over to our Instagram at Mischief Toys and you can see what we have going on. We've given you a special hashtag. You gotta tag us. You gotta make sure your profile's public so we can see your pictures. But tomorrow's contest is your favorite holiday treats. So photograph your favorite Mischief Toys items with your favorite holiday treats, and we're gonna pick one winner.
And that winner will win this oversized 3D printed Mortem figure.
In snowy white.
So go over to Instagram now and follow us at Mischief Toys so you can jump in on the Mischief and have your chances at winning this by taking pictures of your Mischief Toy stuff with some holiday treats. My favorite holiday treat, Heather, you're not even gonna believe this, it's gonna blow your socks right off.
I wanna know.
You ready to hear this?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what a Christmas tree cake is?
I do.
I love it. Heather, they're my favorite.
They are my least favorite. I like literally anything but Christmas tree cakes.
Are you a monster?
Nope.
How could you not like Christmas tree
I just
cake?
don't.
Hold on, pause the video. What the do you mean by saying something like that?
I know
that's derogatory.
That you are not judging me, Mr. I
am
eat Twizzlers and I don't eat ketchup.
I love
Why don't
Twizzlers.
you listen?
I hate ketchup.
Stay on your side, I'll stay on my side. You can have all the Christmas tree cakes.
You're the biggest fart I ever met in my entire life.
Listen,
but
more for you.
Let's talk about Batman. So, most recently, there was a photo that popped up online of Freddy Funko's Batman.
Okay.
And it's an employee exclusive figure, limited, Heather, to 1,250 pieces.
Wait, why didn't we talk about this?
That's how I started the video. I said, I can't believe we didn't talk about this.
I know, but why? Like, why?
I don't know. Let me ask you something. Has there ever been an employee exclusive Funko Pop? Like at Funko?
I would imagine so.
I feel like there's been employee exclusive stuff there. I don't remember. What I do remember, however, employee exclusive Hot Topic figure. Do you remember that?
Yes, the Hot Topic guy.
Yeah, the Hot Topic guy, and then eventually they dropped Hot Topic Girl, which was not exclusive. It was just in the stores, and it didn't do well. People didn't care about it. But Hot Topic Guy was a legend in the Hot Topic world of Funko Pops, and we own one. I don't know where it is, but we own one of those bad boys. But this right here is something entirely different. So let's talk about what this figure is. It is a classic Spider-Man. It is a classic Batman figure, Freddy Funko figure, inside of that clamshell. Yeah. So clamshells have been very popular over, I guess, this entire year because we've gotten some at SDCC, we got some at New York Comic Con, and I don't know if we got any more. I feel like that's it. But basically, they were kind of going back in time a little bit.
Yeah.
There was 2010 of each of those figures. There was like Penguin, there was Batman, there was Robin, Superman, and some other characters.
And why was there 2010 of them?
Because that is when Funko began, was in the year 2010. Actually, I'm sorry, Funko Pop was in 2010. Sorry, Heather. Sorry, Heather. I'm screwing up a little bit.
We're the Gastlecast. We should know this.
I know. I screwed that up. I am sorry. But yes, back in 2010, that's when we got our very first Funko Pops. And they came in these little, bubble things. Yeah. The little bubble things.
I am absolutely disgusted with you.
Well, you should be.
I am.
You should be, okay?
I really am.
So this is an employee exclusive, limited to 1,250 pieces. And look, I think a lot of people were excited. There's Top Pops himself. Whoa! My cousin supervisor at the warehouse tells me he gets this.
Tell me he gets this.
There was some people posting this online. I did see one of the people that we follow, they follow us on Instagram. They got one of these. I didn't ask them how, and I don't believe they mentioned in the comments how they got it, but either they have a friend of Funko or they paid a hefty sum of money. And I bet you they probably paid a couple bucks for this. And by looking at this, I wondered, how much exactly is this thing going for? And I took it to eBay, Heather.
Oh, you went to eBay?
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Knowing this, knowing it's a $12.50 piece, knowing that it's this bubble thing, knowing that it is Batman also, which is a popular character, knowing it's Freddy Funko, knowing it's an employee exclusive figure, how much do you think this sold for on eBay?
So, how many sales have there been?
I'm not going to get into that. I want to know what you think this sold for.
So, my guess with this photo just recently popping up, I'm assuming that this is a very recent product. I would imagine that it's probably going between $250 and $400. I know that's like very broad.
$250 and $400.
Yeah, I don't think it's going below $250, but I don't. Someone might have been crazy enough to pay over $400, but that's
what you're saying the line is?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do a drum. Do a drum. All right, Heather. Here it goes. You're about to find out how much this thing sold for on eBay, Heather. Are you ready?
I'm getting tired. Hurry.
$350.
Wow. I was like right on the money.
Right on the money.
Okay.
It sold for $350.
Listen, to be fair, that was a pretty big scale.
Large scale.
Yeah.
This is the only one that I found that sold on eBay.
Interesting.
Based off of looking up Freddy Funko Batman, looking up Freddy Batman Employee Funko, Employee Freddy Funko, I looked up everything. And this was the only Batman that I found.
Interesting.
So I am actually very surprised at this. I'm actually more surprised that you guessed that number. Because when I originally thought about this, I thought this thing would sell for like $1,000 because it's an employee exclusive, meaning that you and I can't go over to Funko Hollywood or to Funko headquarters, walk inside the store, buy it off the shelf before everybody gets to it.
Yeah.
We can't go on Funko.com and buy it and watch it sell out really quick. This is literally given to Funko employees. Yeah. So with that, being that there's like almost like a paywall behind it, right? That's a paywall if somebody actually wants to sell it. $350 I think is a low number.
I agree, but I also feel like things are sort of weird. I'm really shocked that it was $350.
Like, no, you're not. You guessed that number. You guessed the scale.
I did, but I thought it was going to be closer to $400. Or maybe even more. But I think that if more people know about this and more people know to seek this item out, I think that people could get a lot more for that particular pop. Because I think that people who work for Funko currently are probably like really excited about their job. And they're, you know, it's like sort of like a fun little token that's like, hey, I work here. So like how many people are actually going to let something like that go?
That's an interesting question, Heather, because with only one being on eBay, which by the way was sold on December the 5th.
That was Friday.
Right, that was Friday. But I would expect by now, after, when did this news come out? This news came out 4 days ago.
Which would have been the 5th.
Which would have been the 5th. Only one sold on eBay.
Yeah.
That's insanity, correct?
Sort of. I mean, how many people have received this so far? Like, do we know?
I haven't a clue.
You know, so...
I have no idea.
More might pop up in the future.
So I'm going to look up on, just do a random Google search and see if anything pops up for shopping. And so by looking at it, I do not see anything on here either. I was wondering if you want to check Mercari. Maybe Mercari.
I could check Mercari.
Maybe Mercari would have one up for sale as well. Now, I don't think this has anything to do with the popularity of Batman because everybody loves Batman, everybody loves Freddy Funko. I don't understand what this is about. One thing I do know is that these clamshell figures have not been very popular.
Which is weird.
People have not been after these as hardcore as I once thought they would be when I originally saw them.
You know why, though?
Why?
I think Funko, honestly, turned off a lot of the OG collectors because of the things that they did, which was a lot of like moving away from what made people Funko fans in the first place.
True.
Super limited edition, super exclusive fun days stuff, things like that. I think a lot of new people have gotten into the hobby, and I don't think that it's as appreciated as it should be.
5 years ago, do you think it would have sold for a lot more?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that what Funko has gone through has definitely hurt this, but what I also think is that we're going to see this increase substantially. I feel like, give it a couple months, this is actually going to go up because these are, 1,250 pieces. Not every employee will allow these to get away from them. Per your point earlier, they want to keep them because, hey, I'm a Funko employee. This is something special. Not everybody's going to want to give this thing up. I think these are going to be kind of hard to come by.
Yeah.
Watch tomorrow. We're going to have 10 or 15 up for sale.
I don't think so.
And people are selling them for like $1,000. I've changed the entire game. We'll have to see. This person asks, are there even 1,250 employees? That's a very good question.
So I went to Google, and Google said that there is around 1,200 to 1,400, according to like the Google AI. But I think that number is like probably pretty impossible to like even fathom. And like, what employees does this go to? Like, would it go to the Funko store employees? Would it go to warehouse employees? Or is this for mostly artists, production, marketing, the CEO, things like that? Like, what employees does this go to? Because there's also Funko Europe. I'm sure they have warehouses over there.
Yeah. You got a point.
So it's that number could be bigger or smaller than we think. I don't
Very
know.
good point. Yeah, you're right. There are overseas as well. So who knows how many employees there are at Funko? Of course, you could do a Google search. Is it telling you the truth? Who knows? Really, who knows? But these figures, only one selling on eBay. What are your thoughts about that? I would love to know your thoughts out there in the comment section below. Because it's kind of weird to me that there aren't like a ridiculous amount up on the website, right? Or I'm up on eBay and Mercari right now.
Yeah.
Because people typically jump at the chance at selling it like as soon as they get it to make the most amount of money. And then that's when you see the value like drop on the piece. Whereas this one went up for $350 and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'm curious if it was a straight up sale or if it was a bidding war. I don't know how to tell that on eBay, but just so you know, I was looking.
I think, you know what? That's a
original listing.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Can you see original? Okay, hold on.
$350 or best offer.
Yeah, so this person, they must have sold it outright.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they started it higher or if they just said, you know what, if I get $350 for this, I'll be happy.
Yeah, because when I saw this go up the other day, like the picture of it come up, and people were going crazy about it, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be one of those pieces that people are going to go insane about. It's going to become like one of those super popular figures. Not like, I don't know, like a Venom Freddy or whatever. Not like that, but just something that is super uber popular.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. It's really weird. So maybe the reason why we didn't talk about it is because it kind of like the fart happened and then there's nothing after the fart.
Like there was no poop.
Well, I mean, if you want to be gross, yeah.
So you're okay talking about farts, but I can't mention.
I'm saying they look. What I'm saying is, Heather, is that when this went up the other day, this is the fart, but nothing came after the fart. No smell or anything.
It is really strange.
Yeah.
Really, really strange. I want you to know that I looked on Mercari and I searched like 10 different terms.
Nothing. Batman
employee exclusive Funko. Batman Freddy Funko employee. Batman clamshell employee. Batman clamshell 1250 Batman Freddy Funko. All sorts of stuff. Nada.
Wow.
Nothing.
Wow. Well, let us know in the comment section down below because we would like to know your thoughts on this. Did you check Pop Price Guide by any chance?
I did not, because I don't want to waste any of my 10 free searches.
$350 only because of the sale that happened on eBay. Nothing else. So there might be some backdoor deals that we're not aware of, or people exchanging this thing for cash and we're not seeing it virtually.
Or for other things.
Anyway, let us know what you think about all this and more in the comment section down below. Wow. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to R. Perez, Calvin Lee, Joseph Mayfield, Brian, Ryan Thomas, David Jones, Brian Barrick, Zach Bonifer, Cliff Demzik, and Lindsay. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock so hard. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast for more details on how you can join up on this wonderful Patreon call that we do every single month through Google Meet. It is an absolute blast. Come and hang with us. Let's party hard. We do giveaways there, show you upcoming Mischief Toys things, and we got some big stuff to give away and some big news to share. So check it out, patreon.com/Gastlecast. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live and post brand new content. You don't want to miss the new content. We have a blast here. Come back and watch us live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget, we're going to be doing the 12 Days of Mischief, so you might want to join us live for some really special events and fun. See you there. All right, that's all we've got for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.